We going and going good.
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show.
Wait, so we're going on 4. Oh, okay. 2, 3. No, this is 4 old lang syne, my dear. 4 old lang syne.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start from 4. Four old lang syne,
my dear. Okay, got you.
Okay, ready? Kevin, here with us?
1,
All right.
2.
Wait, sorry, I fucked up. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, and.
My dear.
No, that was my dear. Okay, now we're going 4.
That was my dear?
Now we're. This is gorgeous.
We did it.
What are you asking if I could do? Hey guys, welcome to Valleycast. We're having a little impromptu.
It was a fun little
Ocarinos
concert.
said this is the first time they're a new band called the Ocarinos.
Yeah. We workshopped
Because
that
it's about
for 3
time
days.
men are associated with ocarinas, or as some of you like to call them, ocarinas.
Ocarinos.
Lord of the Rings.
Ocarinos.
Okay, yeah, let's see if there's some Lord of the Rings in
Disconcerting
No
hobbits.
way.
It's gotta be, right?
What a cute little instrument. It's not what you would expect it to be.
How much was that?
$2,000. No.
Beautiful.
Honestly, this is like like $20.
Dang.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and
Hey,
I got it at like you
my
get it
God,
at those,
you found it.
You get it at those like conventions, where you walk
Wow.
around and there's someone playing them very well, and you're like, ooh, I could do that, and then you're like, no, it's
That
too
looks
hard.
easy. I think I will get one, and I will be just as good as that person.
There it is.
Ooh,
There
yeah,
it
baby.
is.
Do
Do you know the lyrics to this?
Yeah. I'm a little hobbit guy, and I need to melt this ring.
Wait, I want to guess it.
Okay, try to guess.
Yeah.
I mean, off of that first 3, you should know. Up high.
Wait, you're throwing me off. Oh, wait.
Even higher. Oh, it's horrible. We're very sorry, everybody. We're sorry.
I can't even guess the dang thing.
Yes, you can. There it is. That's
Oh, is this Imperial March?
There you go. Imperial March on the weakest instruments is a really funny concept.
Well, it's like those flute things that you see on YouTube where they,
That was all sorts of horrible, just so you know.
Okay, wait, what about this one? You guys know this one? Wait.
That's what Bilbo Baggins hates, so carefully with those plates. La 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 la. Gather round.
Guys, welcome to the show.
Good God.
Welcome to the program. I hope everybody's having a good time.
Oh my goodness. I wonder how many people actually got any of those correct. The Misty Mountains.
The
once
first
you
one
said
was
it,
good.
The first one was.
The
Then
first-
the Shire
yeah.
was really good. The
Yeah.
Shire was damn near
Imperial
perfect.
March
It was
worked.
a little easier to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that Shire theme is so perfect.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
so good. Beautiful piece
Beautiful.
of music by James
So
You
perfect.
hear that?
Newton Howard.
No, Howard Shore, and he might be doing the Lord of the Rings TV show
James
now.
Newton Howard Shore.
Are you guys excited? Are you excited
I'm
for the television
excited.
That's
show?
really cool.
Yeah.
Are you excited for the television show?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
the
ready.
first thing I've been actually hyped about for a very long time. I haven't gotten like excited about a show to where I'm like I want to watch that every night
Dude.
it's on. Lord of the Rings I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Licorice Pizza.
Oh, I want to see this trailer.
Dude.
I saw the first frame and I said, Hayden, get over here.
I'm not gonna watch the trailer.
This is for. I don't know if it's for you, but it's subject matter around your age group, and this is one of my favorite directors. Watch this with.
What did
love
she
it.
think about it?
Paul Thomas Anderson, I think, is confusing for kids.
Yeah, always has been.
Yeah.
But the star of that movie is Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
I didn't
He's the
realize.
star.
Wow, that's some heavy shit.
It's very heavy, very
Wow.
beautiful, amazing stuff.
Wow, that's
It's another
And-
it's another opus in the Valley, is what it seems
Yeah,
like.
because he does set his movies in the Valley. Except
Yes,
I
he
guess
does.
Phantom Thread wasn't.
No.
because that was like some
Nor
Victorian
was
era.
There Will Be Blood.
You're right.
My favorite Paul Thomas Anderson
But
flick.
Yeah, same.
I gotta say, it's been a bit that I've been like blown away by Paul Thomas Anderson. Like I feel like Inherent Vice was the first one that I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
This
like,
guy can
"Ooh,
make-
he's a little up in himself.
Well, The Master is a fantastically acted movie, and the cast is incredible
And beautiful.
I've never seen it.
Dude, it's
need to
just
see it.
kind
It's-
of
I mean-
like really long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, watch
And
it eventually, but
you love Paul Thomas Anderson enough that you're like, I guess I want to stay in his worlds for a long time.
Yeah.
But The Master was just too long, maybe. I need to
it's
rewatch
something-
it because, man, I guess you expect so much from it.
yeah.
The last movie he did was There Will Be Blood.
Phantom Thread.
No. Sorry, before. Let me be
Before
more
Inherent
correct.
Vice?
Before Inherent Vice
Was There Will Be Blood,
I think it was
yeah.
There Will Be Blood, which is a masterpiece, a
Yeah.
beautiful film.
Masterpiece.
And before that, I think was Punch Drunk Love.
I still haven't seen that.
I remember seeing it, and I remember seeing it and
it's-
not realizing.
Isn't
it
it
was Paul
Adam
Thomas Anderson.
Sandler?
Yeah.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Dude, Kevin, can we watch it? I want to watch it
Yeah.
with you.
Let's do it.
But he gets to play the whole score on his ocarina.
No,
Yeah.
I get to play with, but I get to play with my balls.
my balls.
Kevin,
Kevin,
listen,
enjoy this flick. I'll be over here and
I
I'll be
think-
playing with my balls.
I think me and Kevin know each other well enough now that it's okay for me to play with
with
my
your
balls.
Hey, Kevin, got myself a number 2 super size. I got you a number 3 because I know you like the quarter pounder. We'll just be eating over here and you enjoy your fries and I'll be playing with my balls.
You know what Owen tells me all the time? And he's a sweet boy, and I miss him. He's a good boy. Shout out to Owen.
You
one
guys have
time.
been playing together.
Shout
We've
out-
been playing
shout out
music
to
together.
Owen.
We've been playing music. It's been
That
very
makes me so
fun.
excited.
It's been
Every time
so
you guys
fun.
are playing music, and I hear him in the background giggling and playing.
Yeah.
the
I
keys.
know,
Yeah.
and getting frustrated with me. But he's a good boy. But you know what Owen tells me is like this pandemic really pushed all of our friendships kind of away in some ways, in a sad way. But we all
Yeah.
reconnected through games and VR
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But he's like, the thing I miss the most actually is you playing with your balls. Says he misses looking over at me with my hand down my pants, juggling my boys
Just playing a little hacky sack with my finger feet,
to and fro.
back and forth.
We got one going this way, one going that way. You never know. Maybe we'll roll them around like David Bowie does in Labyrinth.
You know, once in a while, you might lose one in the corner pocket, and you're like, "Where did it go?" And
Let's
then
say it's
pop,
dead
it's up.
silent.
Sometimes you got to dig in the hole.
You gotta get it back.
And you can find the little cord. You can tug it out of the
Yeah,
hole.
because you need some balance when you're playing with your balls.
You got to be gentle when you play with your balls.
Devin,
I like going around in circles with them and tangling them up.
Dead silent. What's the sound you're making?
Oh, while I'm playing with my
Yeah.
balls? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Literally just this.
No, I think it's slower. I think it's yeah. I didn't like that.
And every once in a while, one of these, watch.
No.
But I do want to watch Punch Drunk Love with you, and I'll promise not to play with my balls.
Wait, Kevin, have you seen Boogie Nights?
If you had balls, you'd play with them.
He hasn't
I haven't seen
he
Boogie Nights.
What the fuck? Wait, okay, let's go down the list.
He hasn't seen
I
Boogie
won't be
Nights.
surprised if you have not seen Hard 8.
No, I haven't.
Joe, have you seen Hard 8?
I have not.
Dude,
Isn't that
Paul Thomas Anderson's first
when
least
was
movie.
that though? Yeah,
Probably like 90 something.
Yeah, mid-90s.
And it's got that old guy that's great. He's in all of his movies.
Zac Efron.
I interviewed him once. He's really old. He's do you remember Magnolia pretty well?
Just watched it recently.
Remember the game show host, the old man game show host?
yeah.
Okay.
With John Turturro.
What's his
or not
name?
John Turturro. With who's the kid, the smart kid? I don't know. He's an old man and he's great. He's in a bunch of shit.
Welcome
but
to We Can't Remember Crap.
But Hard 8 is pretty good. Have you not seen that? Okay, that's
Haven't
fine. You
seen
don't
Hard
need to
8.
see Hard 8.
I've
You can
seen
see it at some
Magnolia.
point. Have you seen Boogie? You haven't seen Boogie Nights?
I haven't seen Boogie Nights.
I know who you're talking. Yeah, that old guy. I know who you're talking
And
about.
knock you out.
Dude, Boogie Nights is so fun. That's
And
just
knock
a
your teeth out.
fun movie.
Fun and then scary and sad and then good again.
Yeah.
And then
It's
fun
just fun. Yeah, it's a good flick. It's a
Dude.
good romp.
again. Okay. Magnolia?
Yeah.
Seen.
You've seen Magnolia?
Yes.
You like?
I think that was my first Paul
Okay.
Thomas Anderson movie.
Okay. And then Punch Drunk Love, which you've not
Haven't
seen.
seen.
There Will Be Blood,
Have
There Will Be
seen.
Blood have seen.
which is just
The Master,
Have seen.
have seen.
Haven't seen Phantom Thread.
Inherent Vice.
and haven't seen Inherent
Phantom
Vice.
Thread. Yeah.
which ones are your
There Will Be
favorites?
Blood was like the one where I was like, this guy's insane.
I mean, he's.
But that was
I've
probably.
always. I mean, Boogie Nights. Like I remember
That's what I
watching
mean.
Boogie
I haven't
Nights.
seen that, so.
Boogie Nights is my first Paul Thomas Anderson
Nice.
experience, and it was like, and you know, for me, it was like I was a horny young teen playing
Yeah.
with my balls,
Just going back and forth, a little up and down, a little between the skins, you know?
just doing a little hacky sack.
You know, just doing a little back and forths. Little Palm Pilot. A little,
Sometimes I flick them.
I scream at mine.
I scream at them.
Like, do better.
I scream, do better. Put a megaphone down up to him.
Sometimes I like to take really powerful magnets and put one on one side of it and one on the other, and just to see what happens.
Sometimes I take a shot glass full of scalding hot water and I just dip one ball in there.
Yeah,
Let the other one hang out and go like, wait a minute, what's this temperature
We
change?
call that the old hard boil.
That's right, baby. And I'll tell you what, it does come out pretty hard boiled into that.
Every once in a while, every Halloween time, I get a little cowboy hat and I put it on one, and I get a little bonnet and I put it on the other, and then play a little Oregon Trail.
Let me ask you a question, boys. You ever get your nuts stuck in the vacuum? When I'm not talking about the tube.
Oh my god, that's
Just your balls.
You lay down, you do the splits down onto the ground, and then you
Yeah,
get someone to bring the vacuum cleaner right over and suck them up.
Oh no.
This is not a good episode. But I'll tell you this, Kevin, you and I, we need to watch some Paul Thomas Anderson movies, okay?
I mean, Punch Drunk Love and Boogie
Dude,
Nights.
Punch Drunk Love is so good. Oh, it's so good.
He's been directing a bunch of Haim music.
Yeah, he directs,
videos.
but he
nice.
has directed a bunch of music videos.
I think,
Paul
yeah.
Thomas Anderson.
all the Haim music.
A bunch of commercials too. I feel like.
Yeah,
those
so-
boys do a lot of those.
Radiohead. He's been doing Radiohead stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was Inherent Vice and then Phantom Thread. Yeah. So there was a
Yeah.
big jump there.
Well, wait. So, and then it's Punch Drunk Love to it's Boogie Night.
I'm
It's
going
Hard 8 to
backwards
Boogie
now.
Nights to
In-
Punch Drunk Love.
And then the
Blossoms of Blood.
Yep.
Punch Drunk Love.
Yep.
Yeah, and then those fucking scobiotopes or whatever are fucking weird.
Punch Drunk Love was like 2008, wasn't it? Earlier?
2002.
Damn, that's why I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, it just passed me.
Then There Will Be
Gorgeous,
Blood was
gorgeous
2007, and then The Master 2012. Yep, he's great. Love
But
it.
yeah, he's got this new one coming out called Licorice Pizza,
Looks like a fun little coming of age story.
Nice.
starring Paul
Thomas Anderson.
Thomas Anderson,
Starring Paul Thomas Anderson.
starring
directed
Philip
by-
Seymour Hoffman's son.
Sean Penn's in it.
Oh, I don't want to know anymore. Don't tell me anymore.
And here's beat for beat what happens in the trailer.
Let's watch the trailer.
It comes up. Okay, moving on. Movies, since we're talking about it, Hayden and I are going to do one horror movie a night. One horror movie a night in October. We did this kind of last year
That's
for
fun.
the most part, and I introduced her to a lot of classic horror and stuff like that. I'm going to give you guys some power here. I'll give you guys each
I'm
three.
not a good horror movie person.
I'll give you one. I'll give Steve 3 horror movies, and she's she's good now. She's 14. She's old enough. We've basically watched anything. I mean, American Horror Story has obliterated any taboo that she might not have needed to see.
Yeah.
So we're good there. 3 horror movies.
Would
that
you watch
think's-
Hard Candy with her?
Yeah, for the conversations that we can
I think you
afterwards
should
as
show
well.
that to her.
Yeah. Okay, that's one.
Cause like that's a very real. Have you seen Hard Candy?
Uh-uh.
Fucking incredible movie.
Huh.
I haven't seen it in a long time though, so I don't know if it holds up.
Stars Elliot Page.
Elliot Page, when Elliot Page was Ellie Page,
Ellen.
Ellen Page,
When she was the Ellen Show.
and who's the guy?
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
And it's like he kidnaps her,
He's a
I
predator.
think I have heard
and
of
then
this.
she like turns the tables on him.
Okay.
And it's like real cool.
It's good stuff. Yeah, she's badass. in
She's
it.
real. And both
He's
of them are
badass.
incredible in it.
Yeah, very cool.
Very good movie.
Okay, Hard Candy. I'll put that on the list. Do you have
trying to
2
think.
others? You want this? She's like loving horror. She's into it. She's like starting to identify by
Yeah.
it. Pennywise is one of her favorite things right now.
What about
else?
the first Saw movie? The first one.
First Saw. I don't. Oh yeah, okay. We can do that. I don't know how much she's into the torture porn side of horror. I don't think she's rocking that too much, but she likes supernatural and
Well,
she
that's a
like
good sign.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that could be me projecting too, because I like movies like Hostel and shit like that. I was like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I was doing the Hostel theme.
Yeah.
She's seen
Everyone knows it.
She's seen The Thing, which Kevin, I feel like you've probably not seen that, and you should see
I've
that.
seen The Thing.
Okay.
Don't
The
show her the
original, yeah.
remake of the thing.
No.
Yeah.
Please.
Absolutely
But you can show her
not.
the thing from another planet or another world if you want to bore her to death.
Whoa.
It's the movie that the thing is based off as a black and white film.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, Owen and I, I watched it for the first time in a movie theater at a horror movie marathon. I watched it with Brett and Lon and Bree.
You're like, this is killing our
Whoa.
momentum.
No, it's real cool actually, but I like boring shit.
Yeah.
I like Planet
so
of
you
the
did like
Apes,
it.
Joe.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no, because it's like, I mean, it is like a long slog, but a lot of movies back then were. But but it's certainly like if you love The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing,
of course.
then you would really appreciate it for what it is, and you could see where John Carpenter got like all of his
Wow.
inspiration, pretty much. That's cool. Other than the fact that it's based off of.
Yeah.
It. But-
You know what? She's a little freaking Marvel freak right now too. She loves Marvel. I'm gonna show her Blade and Blade 2.
Oh,
cool.
yeah. That'd be
Blade
fun.
2.
You got to show her the
Fucking
very
awesome!
first MCU movie, and it's not Iron Man.
The very first MCU movie was one of the first Final Fours? Or Final Fours,
No.
Fantastic Fours?
No, dude. Howard the Duck.
Oh, yes. Howard the Duck.
Gotta
George
show her Howard
Lucas
the
is
Duck. George Lucas's
Howard the Duck. I've never seen it.
All right, what were you going to tell us? Did 3 and 1?
I just wanted you guys to pick
Yeah.
movies to put on the list that we
Oh,
would watch.
4 year. Oh, so we were already doing it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
Hard Candy is one. I
Yeah,
think that's
well, right? Like I think she might get a little.
We'll do it. I
Little
think-
something from that,
yeah.
and then you could have that conversation with her about
Yep.
it. And be like, look, I mean, there's evil people out there. You know
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir, I could.
What about The Boy?
The boy.
Brahms.
So
I haven't seen.
Brahms
I
is
haven't
the
seen
sequel,
it.
isn't it?
No, I think it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I think it's Brahms the
somewhat
Boy
new.
2.
Yeah, something like that.
The Boy. So I don't
The
know
Boy.
anything about it. I know it exists. My friends have made it into a joke. They all love it. They said the second one kind of breaks the first one
Yeah.
completely, but everyone likes the first one.
Wasn't it
It's
about
called The Boy.
It's the first one's called The Boy. The second one's called Brahms the Boy
Brahms,
2.
the Boy
I
2.
kind of know what you guys are talking
What does
about.
that even mean?
I don't even need to hear more because I'll just go into it because yes, now it's starting to come back to me a little bit more and I don't want to know more.
Yeah, I
about
don't want to know
You'll
more
either
either.
you'll either like it or you'll just be like, oh, okay.
I just don't want it to be like an orphan situation. Remember
No,
that movie,
no, no,
The
it's-
Orphan?
yeah.
it. She's actually 57 years old.
Whoa, that was pretty cool though.
They're making a sequel to that. I just thought of it in real time. It's not so much horror, but she's also in Espanol classes. I think I'm going to do Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, that'd
Yes,
be amazing.
Great idea.
Yeah.
I want to know if does she like campy, like stupid, kind of like, oh my god, that's so over the top kind of stuff.
Open to all of it. I will say, so anything's free game. I will say, and this kind of hurt me a little bit, I don't think she appreciated Army of Darkness as much as she should have.
It's a hard sell with the youth, I think.
It is. It's so much fun.
It's really a relic of its time, and it needs to be kind of experienced in that way.
Unbelievable that it was ever made.
I know. I mean, it's back when you could make whatever the fuck you wanted if you got the money to do it.
But after those first two...
Because that was an independent movie, I think.
Yeah. Well, no.
He produced it himself with like...
Really?
Well, I think a lot of his own money
first
was
two,
put
for
into
sure.
it. Yeah.
The third one seemed like
you're talking
it had
about Army of Darkness was a studio one.
Evil Dead's different. Yeah. That
I'm
one's
talking about
actually-
Evil Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
You should watch *Malignant* with her.
Okay, because I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Nice.
You haven't seen it.
Okay. All right.
I want to talk about it because it's so great.
I got those on the list.
Wow.
Then. We've got some lists. Kevin, do you have a favorite horror movie, even though you don't watch horror movies?
I mean, I was maybe Saw. The first Saw.
Saw is one of your favorite
Just
horrors?
simply because I love that twist.
Saw is cool because it's also like well made and well acted.
The first
and
one,
Carrie
yeah.
Ellis is awesome.
Yeah.
Carrie Elway's almost killed that movie for me.
Oh, because he takes you out of it. And you're like, it's fucking Carrie Ellis.
Because it's Carrie. I just hated he seemed to be overacting. It's like the worst
Interesting.
performance for me from Carrie Elway's ever.
Wow.
I could barely stand him in it. Which isn't fair because I'm sure it's like being hysterical because you're trapped in a fucking room is really hard to act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe if I watch it again, I won't be as annoyed.
Dude, you just reminded me for some reason that there's a Fantastic Fest movie that's out or that is playing at Fantastic Fest, and it's called like The Timekeepers or something.
Ooh.
And it's just someone like re-edited the Langoliers, that Stephen King movie, into like a better movie.
Dude,
apparently.
it was a miniseries.
It was a mini. Well, it was like a. I mean,
It was a
okay,
made-for-TV.
maybe you could call it a miniseries, but I really think it was only like 2 parts that were like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I remember watching it, and then you build up to that horrible climax,
dude. So basically, it's like okay. So the concept is kind of cool though. From what I remember,
Yep.
I'm just gonna do this based off of my memory, and then we can
Good.
pull up the wiki.
I'll
of
tell
it,
you
I
what it
guess.
is if you're off.
Okay, wait. Okay, so it's a group of people get onto an airplane.
Yes, that is correct.
And it's like kind of
Balky's
like
there.
Balky, Bronson Pinchot is there. And there's like a little girl. I think she's blind.
She's blind.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. Great. Okay, I can't believe I remember this shit.
Yep.
And then there's like, whatever.
There's
you
a
got all the
spattering
archetypes.
of other people
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You
There's
got all
a-
the archetypes. You
yeah.
got everybody on a plane, and all of a sudden they're like flying, and then they like look out the window and they see like dinosaurs and shit. Or was that Left Behind?
That might be Left Behind.
Okay,
What
no. They look out
happens-
the window and there's like suddenly they don't know where the fuck they are.
They fall asleep on the plane.
That's right.
All of the people fall asleep on the plane.
It's like a
Not
Left
all of them.
Behind kind of thing.
Let's say 10 people fall asleep on a full packed flight.
Okay.
And they wake up and they're like,
Most people are gone.
everybody else is gone. They've disappeared, but the people
Cool.
that fell asleep
There's like 7 people.
still on the plane, and one must be the pilot. I'm pretty sure there was a sleeping pilot, and the other pilot disappeared. So then they're in a plane in the sky, and there's only 7 of
Pretty
them
cool,
left.
right?
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, this is cool. I like this.
What the hell's going on?
And then all of a sudden, they look out the window, and the world is being.
No, they
Oh,
don't
not
see
yet?
that. No, they don't see that. That's the twist. So they land at the airport. They're like, we got to land.
And nobody's there.
Nobody's there.
Yeah,
Okay.
they land where they're supposed to land, and literally everyone's
The
gone.
world
That's
is
right.
deserted. They're the only 7 people, and then there's just like inner turmoil for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
and
What the
shit's
hell is
going on.
happening?
And they're freaking out. They don't know what the fuck's going on, but they keep hearing this sound. Like almost like chainsaws.
Okay.
Like tons of chainsaws. And they're like, what the fuck is this sound? It's getting closer and closer to them, like throughout the whole
Yep.
thing.
They're like, we gotta
Okay.
get out of here. What's
And
the
so
plan?
it turns into kinda like a Twilight Zone
Everything's
thing.
stale. Like carbonated
yeah.
water or carbonated sodas
Like
aren't
it's been there
carbonated
forever.
anymore.
There's like almost no flavor in the food or
Everything's
something.
gone. The food is like going bad, and then they discover this is a cool concept. While they were sleeping, they somehow went through a portal or something
kind of
happened
something.
Yeah.
where they are
Like in between.
in the in between of days. Like so, it's like they went into the past, kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
by accident.
Right.
They flew through some kind of anomaly.
There's
or something.
here's present. Here's the time
Yeah,
period that
yeah,
is
yeah.
present, and it's this moving block. They somehow got in the moment that happens right after the present is there, and they're in the past behind
So
it.
they're
but-
stuck in this like weird time.
Yeah,
Okay.
time
place that
moved
people aren't
on.
supposed to be in.
Yes, and
Time
there,
moved
and
on.
there are these monsters
the Langoliers
that are eating reality, and there's
They
like
clean up the
millions of
past.
them, and they're like eating all of them.
my
Yeah,
God.
and
It's a really cool moment though.
wait, but the idea is cool. But
Yeah.
when they made it in the 90s,
It looked
We
When
got
the-
bad CGI.
It might have been the first CGI thing ever.
The first CGI thing ever. And they're just like these like CG balls with like big open mouths, and their teeth are like chainsaws, and they're just like, or like, you know, like rock crushers, and they're just like eating all the
But
things.
when they're eating, it's like you're taking an eraser in a Photoshop
Yeah, I
file and
imagine
you're
it.
just dragging it
Yeah.
across the picture. That's all.
yeah,
it
and
is.
they're all going in like zigzags, and they're making like
Wow.
eraser marks all over reality, pretty much. It's a cool idea, but it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
And the characters start to go crazy, and they do all that Twilight Zone thing where it's like, you know, who are the real monsters
Okay.
kind of thing,
Yep.
which we've seen a million
And
times.
of course, because she's lost one sense, her other senses are heightened, and she's
Yes.
got like the ability. She almost got like
Yeah.
The Shining because it's
Okay.
a Stephen King shindig.
But yeah, there's a Fantastic Fest movie where someone re-edited it into a better movie.
good
That's
movie?
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a one movie, not like a 2-part thing, and it's called like The Timekeeper.
I'm down for
Wow.
that.
Yeah, I
That's
really wanna
great.
see that.
Okay, I love. I wonder.
Anyway.
I wonder if you made the CG better at the end.
I don't know,
I know.
but I don't remember how it ended. Do you want to talk about how it ended?
They take off like right as the things.
Oh, because they
are-
think they can fly back into the wherever
well,
they
they
came
take
from.
off. They found out that like they went through. Maybe there was like a lightning storm or there's an anomaly up in the sky, but you have to be asleep. You have to be
Okay.
asleep to do it. So they had to gas themselves on the plane as they're going through it. And I think somebody had to sacrifice themselves to make sure.
Oh
it
yeah,
went
there was
through.
like a portal up in the
Yeah.
sky, and they felt like if they could fly into it, they might be.
And when they were in the planes, again, cool concept. This is
Yeah.
what you were talking about, why it's stuck in your head. They look out the window as they took off to survive.
Oh, and
you see the
runways being eaten.
They're just
Yeah.
eating everything.
Doesn't one of
Wow.
them get eaten by a Langolier?
Bulky.
How does it happen?
He has to
forgot.
be sacrificed. She shinings into his mind or something and keeps him out on the runway so she
Oh yeah,
he
she has like a
distracts-
They can
shining.
distract
That's
him.
right.
He's
Wow.
the distraction and then
and
like
then he goes like, ah!
that's so funny that you see it too. I have like that shouldn't be in my head. I shouldn't fucking remember the Langoliers. I should remember algebra and the
All
Pythagorean.
right. We're gonna
I don't
pull it
remember
up so
shit.
that Kevin can see it.
I just want to see what they look like.
Yeah, I'll show you just this. Let's just watch Bronson Pinchot die and
We watched the Critters, me and Hayden. She liked
Oh, really?
nice.
Critters. Have you seen Critters?
Nuh-uh.
That's really fun. You should watch that. Real stupid, but
Yeah,
real fun.
but
Great stuff. We watched Slither last year. Slither's a great flick. There they are. That's our guys.
Flying man-eating meatballs. Or
Man.
like, can I just go like Langoliers like scene?
I mean, you just had.
I know, but it just pulled up like someone like.
Oh my gosh! Look, yep. There's the.
Or here,
archetypes.
I'll just show this, I guess.
Yes, that's right. Because they have like their personalities are their colors. Like one's the black Langolier.
oh wow.
Oh, there's
And
the
one
blind kid.
is- one is-
Oh my god.
Like straight up like a cartoon blind mouse.
yep.
Uh,
Ridiculous. But I remember watching it. I remember watching The Stand when that came out as a miniseries.
Is that
Here
the
we go.
noise?
no, this is his like mind. Like this
Oh.
is the
Yeah.
girl messing with his mind. But that's Bronson Pinchot.
Okay.
Look, he's at. Well, the work is on the runway. They're not really there.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
hallucination.
Ryan, I'll send you
Kevin.
this video. Oh, that's Stephen
That's
King.
Stephen King. Okay, we're gonna. Oh, we don't care, Bronson. Come, on, we gotta show Kevin.
Is this where he dies? Or is this just?
Oh,
this,
no, that
they're
just
just showing
says
the Stephen
Stephen
King,
King.
scene. Okay.
Bronson Pinchot? Okay, here we
Let's
go.
see if we can just see this.
Come on, we need to.
We just want you to see the little.
I know the little boys.
Is this just the whole
meatballs?
movie? I know there's
Oh,
only
and then
14
they've
minutes.
got that guy in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That guy was in it.
This still seems like the beginning. Oh no.
Oh. No, he's landing now. Oh no, this is we're taking off. Okay, yeah. See, okay, here we go. So you missed the appearance of them at the start.
What kind of weird edit is this?
Yeah, where are they?
All right, come on.
Wow, we can't get a shot of them at all.
They're coming.
Oh my god!
Oh, and the dude from Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
See, why can't they just remake this? Into
There they are. Look at that.
Wow.
the way he's running.
Oh man. There it is.
Oh, why?
Close up on the crowded teeth.
Gosh.
Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
That's it, my friend.
That's great.
I love how long we talked about the fucking Langoliers.
People are going to go watch that now.
Yeah, don't.
As you should. You should
All right.
give it a shot. It's good stuff.
Oh, hello, and welcome to the ad portion of the podcast, Valleycast. My name's Drew, and I'm gonna read to you the ads, okay? It's real nice, and we're gonna just relax. If you're looking for ways to skip the trip to the post office and dodge all this hectic holiday shopping traffic, why not save time and money with Stamps.com? Come. Stamps.com lets you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. It just makes sense, especially if your business sends more mail and packages during the holidays. Whether you're selling online or running an office or a side hustle, Stamps.com can save you so much time, money, and stress during the holidays. You can access all the post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip. And you can get discounts that you can't find anywhere else. Skip the trip. Guess what? Skip the trip. These discounts I was talking about? 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Going to the post office instead of using Stamps.com is kind of like taking the stairs instead of using the elevator. You just going up a couple floors? Sure, take the stairs. Why not? You deserve it. Walking up 30 flights a day? You could use a break. Now, if you spend more than a few minutes a week dealing with mail and shipping, Stamps.com is a lifesaver. You'll save so much time and money, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Where's my face? So guys, why don't you save time and money this holiday season with Stamps.com? You sign up with the promo code VALLEYCAST for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts, guys. So you just go to Stamps.com, you click on the microphone at the top of the page, and you enter the code VALLEYCAST. What's that code? Valleycast. One more time. You go to Stamps.com, use the promo code Valleycast. You're gonna get that special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale. Thank you, Stamps.com. Have you heard of have you heard of Traytinoin? Or how about spironolactone? Or what about clindamycin? Listen, I may not be able to pronounce these ingredients, but I can tell you what they do because it says it right in front of me on a script. Traytinoin unclogs pores and evens the skin tone. Spironolactone targets hormonal acne. And clindamycin fights acne causing bacteria and inflammation. I didn't know what they were either until I got my own prescription acne treatment from Apostrophe, the sponsor of this episode. That's not true. I did not do that. Who did that? Did Elliot do it? Joe? And I'll tell you what, guys, I didn't know what it was either until we got this fancy new sponsor here called Apostrophe. They're a sponsor of this. Apostrophe is a prescription skincare company that offers science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne, Apostrophe connects you with board-certified dermatologists who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to you and your unique skin. You simply fill out Apostrophe's online quiz about your skin goals and your medical history. Then you snap a few selfies, and then your dermatologist will create your customized treatment plan. Apostrophe treats all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, even chestney, backney, and buttney. My favorite squirrels from Looney cartoons. Apostrophe. I'll tell you, my life was a big bummer before Apostrophe came around. My skin was gross, and it wasn't fun to look at or touch. And as an adult, I have no idea how to treat adult acne, and Apostrophe came in, swooped in like a superhero, and saved the day. Please check out our sponsors, it really helps us out. And here's the deal, we have a special deal for our audience. You save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/valleycast. When you visit, when you use our code Valleycast, and this code is only available for our listeners. You can save $15 off your first visit with an Apostrophe provider at apostrophe.com/valleycast when you use our code Valleycast. This code is only available to our listeners, okay? So to get started, you just go to apostrophe.com/valleycast and click Begin Visit. Then use our code Valleycast at sign up, and you're gonna get your first visit for only $5. That's apostrophe.com/valleycast. One more time. That's apostrophe.com/valleycast apostrophe. And you use that code Valleycast, and you're gonna get your dermatologist crafted treatment plan for $5. And you know what? I want to thank Apostrophe for sponsoring this podcast. And I want to thank you all for listening and supporting us. And by checking out our sponsors. Now back to the show. Let's get back to the show. And now back to the show.
Guys, I went to a REN fair in the woods.
Please tell me more.
And it was a wonderful experience.
Actual woods too, not like LA woods.
The woods of Idlewild.
Yeah.
Beautiful little mountain town over kind of by Palm Springs, Indio, California. It's like kind of above, or not Indio, but close to.
Is it worth like a day trip if I just wanted to like take a drive?
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour drive.
For
You go up
Idlewild?
to-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Idlewild's great.
You go early and you walk around the little town. There's a great breakfast place called the Red Kettle. Shout out. And they got delicious breakfast foods and shit like that. And then there's like a bunch of little shops, and they sell like little crystals and like
Of
a
course
bunch
they
of
do.
tchotchkes and shit. You buy like moccasins and like a bunch of like handmade jewelry and stuff like that. And one of this like realtor guy has like a cage in his office with raccoons in it, and you could come like hang out with his raccoons and like feed them marshmallows and stuff. And they put their little hands out. They grab your hand and they like take the marshmallow out of your hand. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck? They're just these like real soft touch hands.
Okay, yep, that's worth it. I'm
Real
doing it.
cute, real fun, and he rehabilitates them and then sets them free. So he doesn't keep them as a pet or anything. But the
It's
vets,
in a realtor. I have to go into a
realtor's
realtor's
office.
office.
Yeah, but it's
All
like
right.
it's like open for
People
that,
know
for you to
it,
come
yeah.
in and check it
All right.
out. And he's like, that's the attraction of
Jackson
that
loves raccoons.
guy. But yeah,
great.
Idlewild's mayor is a dog named Mayor
I think,
Max.
yeah.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can meet Mayor Max, and I think it's a Shamu situation where the original Mayor Max is gone. But
Mayor
we got
Max has
some new
been
Mayor
going for a
Max.
long time, huh?
Yeah, real fun place. But yeah, there was a Ren Fair going on, and we love Ren Fairs, and it's been a while since the Ren Fair has been possible.
Yeah.
And they certainly have not been having the one we go to usually in Irwindale.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, the Passion Fair, or whatever it's called, Ren Fair, like a fucking cum factory show,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
That's
the
gotta work
Pleasure
on,
Fair.
gotta work on their title.
But yeah,
Cum factory.
didn't need fucking cum factory there. Learn how to make baskets with your kids and have a turkey leg.
Mommy, I want a shirt. I want a shirt.
I want a shirt that says
No.
Ren Fair fucking cum factory. Anyway, but so yeah, but that Ren Fair, which is the one that I've gone to for years and years, is kind of like a desert. It's real hot time
Yeah.
of year that you're in.
This
You're
one's in
kinda-
an actual
This is in the
forest.
And it was
forest, and
cold.
it's starting to become fall.
Yeah.
And you're up high enough elevation so that it's like nice and cool, and like the breeze is blowing through the trees, and it smells like pine, and it's just like everyone's dressed all cool, like LARPing and stuff, and people are like have their armor on and swords,
Love
and like
it.
Santa's there for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. With his
And
treasure
then-
chest.
Yeah, and there's this little auditorium
So
where
weird.
people were putting on like little shows and stuff like that. You could
fun.
come watch people play like songs. There was this band called like the Teabaggers or something, and they were like
Okay.
these like minstrels, and they were playing like kind of like dirty songs, like about like, you know, like I hope my girlfriend doesn't find out about my wife and things like that. And bunch of shit, but it was so fun. And I'm just like, dude, Ren Fair in the fucking woods, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's at. And the shit is so fun because you go and you take drugs or you drink a bunch of alcohol or
Yeah.
whatever the hell you do.
Shoot guns.
And you just shoot guns. Dude, the funniest thing though was like at one point we were just kind of like starting to get kind of hungry, and there's like a food area where you can like go get food. And normally like at the Renaissance Pleasure Fair and Fuck Factory, cum factory, that they have like a whole like carnival section of like carnival food. Like you get like funnel cake and
Yeah.
like, big
Awesome.
turkey legs.
Yeah.
and
Just be
corn
bad
on
to
the
your body,
cob.
baby. Be bad to your body.
Dude, they have like I've talked about this before, but there's like the thing that I love the most at the Ren Fair that you can get is a
yeah.
Scotch egg.
Yeah.
Scotch egg?
Yeah, you know what Scotch egg.
I don't
He's
know what
talked
that
about
is.
this
Oh,
before.
Joe, but you don't like eggs.
I don't
No.
like eggs.
This isn't
He
going
wouldn't
to
like
interest
it.
you, but let me bend the ear of a weary traveler
Let
that
me
might.
you set
provide
the
an
mood?
ear
Let
that
me set the
needs to be
mood
hit
here.
to your step in the bit. The thicket opens. It's something he's never seen before. The light illuminates people running around. Merriment.
Hear ye, hear the Pleasure Fair and fucking cum factory. We have old-timey foods like a Scotch egg.
Do tell
And
me
this is
more,
what a
sir.
Scotch egg is. It's a hard-boiled egg.
Gross.
That is then encased in sausage.
Okay, well I could see why
So you
this is
like
getting better.
Get a bunch of ground up sausage, and then you get it all kind of like,
And then you deep fry it,
pliable.
don't you? Do you deep fry that?
and then you roll that in like breadcrumbs and batter,
And you deep
and then
fry
you
it.
deep fry
Okay.
the fuck out of
I
it.
could see why. Yep.
And then you got this crispy fried sausage egg thing.
It's like
That's a
it's like
Scotch
a fucking. It's a hell Cadbury egg.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a savory Cadbury egg.
It's a hell spawn.
But anyway, so we were expecting that kind of stuff at this Red Fair, and we were like starving, and we were like,
Don't
we're never,
worry, we'll eat at the Ren Fair.
It was. I think it like was open till 7, and we were all like, "We're never gonna leave. We're gonna be here all night, man." And we were like, we loved it. We were having so much fun, and we were like, "Let's get some fucking food." And then we went to like where the food was, and we were like, "Hey guys, well, like, what's available?" He's like, "We got pizza and spaghetti." And we look around and people are eating the pizza, and it looks like frozen microwave pizza.
Yeah.
And everyone just looks so sad eating it. Like they're eating it because they have to, because there's no other food. But
Spaghetti's
are you
served in a
kidding
white
me, dude?
Pizza and spaghetti?
And so we kind of like, we're like, okay. And we stepped aside and we're like, what are we going to do? I guess we're going to have to leave and get real food outside of this place. And I was like, what? You guys don't want spaghetti? You guys don't want like spaghetti in the woods?
Yeah. What was it served in?
Just don't.
Your
like,
hands.
To me,
Yeah.
You eat the
like a
spaghetti
re-
like
like-
you eat a pizza.
whose idea was it? It was like at the Ren Fair, we're going to have.
Let's do spaghetti.
Spaghetti. It was fucking ridiculous. But we had a real good time, man. There was this artist there. Oh, I should have brought it. I'm saving it for dynamic banter.
Okay.
But there was this artist that I guess she makes like, she'll take Furbies apart and then like build them into these like steampunk contraptions.
Cool.
Yeah, and then she'll take like electronic stuff from the stores and she'll like paint it all steampunk and make it all like
That's pretty
steampunky and
dope.
shit. And I was like, I want to support these artists that are making like cool shit. And she had this like fart gun, like
I
a
saw
fart
your-
ray gun.
Yeah.
And she painted it with like all this steampunk shit, and so I had to get it right.
Oh, that's
so the whole
awesome.
rest of the time I was just like pointing it at people's like crotch and making it fart, and like putting it up to my head and going like, "I'll do it, I swear!" and just having fun with this fucking fart
Dude,
gun.
it's a Minions fart gun.
So we were
Yeah.
trying to figure it out because it didn't
Oh,
say
I
what
see.
it was,
And she just
but it
took
had
that.
the Universal
Yep.
thing on it. We were like, "Why is it Universal? What is it? Explain it to
Minion.
me."
It's from
Minions?
it's a fart gun from the movie The Minions.
So there's a
Okay.
fart
Or-
gun in the movie Minions,
or Despicable Me, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a fart gun. It's literally
And
what
she
it
just
is.
rebranded it.
and she
she
yeah.
rebranded
and
it,
and
yes.
honestly, guys, can I be honest with you? It's a very well made toy because the farts are like, you never hear like the same fart twice. Pretty
Dang.
much, it's like a combination of all these different fart sounds, and every time you press it, it's like a different one.
Love
Might
that.
have a little TikTok.
Do you
to
have
show
one because you
We-
have one for your son or
We
something?
had one. I'll show this to
And you had to get
guys.
rid of it 'cause
And we
it's
eventually
awful.
got rid of it.
Because
but
it's awful.
I did a little dance to it.
Why'd you get rid of it?
Oh, because it was just constant. It was just
Constant
like,
fart sounds.
Yeah, but I did this little TikTok dance to it.
Beautiful.
Wow. Now I see why you got rid of it.
And then Jackson saw me do that, and he took it and did the same thing. I've got a video of it
Let me
somewhere.
see it.
I think I'd have to go through my.
Did you put that on
Instagram to
TikTok?
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta put that on TikTok. That's ridiculous.
That was a TikToker right there.
Anyway, but I highly recommend for those of you. Have you guys ever been to a Ren Fair?
I did a long time ago.
You talk about
Yeah.
yours because I have just a no.
I was probably like 9 years old though. I just remembered the food and like people dressed up.
Yeah, it's a real fun time.
Yeah.
It's like some people take it real serious and it's fine, and some people
Yeah.
have a good time
Yeah.
and that's fine. I've always wanted to go as like Chewbacca or something like
gosh,
really
that would be so
inappropriate. Like,
You might
be
make some people
great.
mad.
I know, whatever, but
People
it's
take
just
their
fun.
Ren Fairs seriously.
Yeah, I
That's
started
why
to
it'd be
see
funny.
furries at
Oh,
Ren
okay.
Fairs. There'll be like
Like-
satyrs. They'll have like goat leg furry
I see.
costumes and
Okay.
stuff.
I was gonna
But
ask,
people,
yeah.
people go all out. They get real elaborate with their costumes and stuff. But yeah, man, it was a real good time. And then later on, we all went back to the Airbnb and we were just chilling and just whatever. And then we found out that our Airbnb like connected neighbors were also there for the Ren Fair, and we
Okay.
had met up with them earlier. And they stopped by our place, and they were like, "We're going to the after party."
Whoa.
And we were like, "Excuse me?"
Yeah.
And so we went to the fucking after party, and it was exactly what you think it is. Absolutely horny people
Yeah.
playing drums and playing rhythmic, horny, erotic drum beat
Wow.
sounds to very attractive women and men dancing erotically and underneath the stars. And drinking mead and being incredibly inebriated
It
and all
was
sorts of
perfect,
things.
is what
It was
you're
literally
going
like
for.
what you think it was.
Yeah?
What you'd think a Ren Fair
In the
after
woods
party
still?
would be like in the woods. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, playing bongo drums and just
Yeah.
people dancing erotically. And there was like a sword dancer. She was like balancing the sword like on her head and on her butt and stuff. It was like great. It was a real good time.
Wow.
Highly recommend going to a Ren Fair in the woods if you get a chance. Obviously, be safe.
Spaghetti Ren Faire.
Yeah, the spaghetti. Get some spaghetti.
Ain't nothing hit the spot harder when you're walking around the woods than spaghetti.
I
A
wish
little
you
bit of
would've got
that
spaghetti.
forest noodle.
I was
Just as a joke.
honestly, I really hoped someone had gotten
Yeah.
it. I was not gonna get it.
We'll put this in the video. Here's Jackson doing the same thing that I did. Trying to emulate it. I think he's like 3 or 4 here.
Not too
It's
bad.
not bad. Yeah.
I can actually hear those farts better.
It's real fun. Fun gun, man.
Fun gun.
Fun gun.
Your parents are going to make you get rid of it.
Yeah.
No.
No, they won't make
My
you
parents
get rid
can't
of it.
touch it, Mom. I know you got rid of my big nipples rule shirt, and I hate you for it forever. I loved that shirt. I wanted it into my adult
Did
years.
she really get rid of your big nipples
I
rule?
can only imagine.
Or does your dad have
Here's
it
the
forever?
deal.
Oh, no.
My dad, he wants the shirt. My mom, bless her soul, she would, obviously do our laundry and stuff like moms do. And I'm sure she was just like looking at shirts and just was like, big nipples rule. Ay, mijo. No. And I could just
Yeah.
imagine her like getting rid of that.
Turning it into rags, ripping it up.
Or
and-
just like putting it in a donator, literally into the garbage. I can't imagine. Like that shirt existed and then suddenly didn't. And there's no other reason why than someone.
Where
didn't
did you
want that.
find-
a thrift store,
You
dude?
found a big nipples
man.
rule. Oh, man, I'm going to Google
Dude,
this.
Oxnard thrift stores used to be treasure troves, especially in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean, you just don't know. Like, it was before like the big thrift store boom.
Yeah.
Fucking
You could actually
Paramore.
find-
Who's the guy that did that thrift store song? I'm gonna pop some tags.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
Only got
Macklemore.
$20 in my
Macklemore.
pocket.
That was like, yeah.
Yeah, so
after
so
even.
that was like big thrift store boom, like
Yeah.
around that time. That's great.
Wow.
It's just printed on there, or it's
Yeah.
got a window to your
Yeah,
own
windows
nips?
like they're cut out.
It's not a printout. It's
No,
the
I think
windows?
it's printed
Oh,
out.
I
but
love. I
it's
want
pretty
it.
funny.
But yeah, I found like that accordion in there. I found the keytar, the Ben
That's so
Franklin Time Traveler
crazy.
keytar. Like I
You
found
couldn't find
so
that
much
really. You would
gold.
be like shocked to find something
Yeah,
like
and
that.
if you did, it would be like an astronomical amount of money.
Yeah.
Like the keytar was like $20, maybe $15.
Wow.
The accordion was $100.
Wow.
Like, can
Wow.
you even imagine
Yeah.
that?
Jeez.
Yeah, I found some real good shit.
All of my favorite shirts in life that were like, this is my favorite shirt because it felt unique and nobody knew. It felt like it was mine because I found it. Were from thrift stores all of the
Ah,
time. Like,
yeah.
it just there's becomes a, even though it was somebody else's donation or trash or whatever, and somebody else had a life with it. When you get it, when you make that pick that you discovered that isn't like at a box store that everybody else is getting shit off the rack, there's like a personal
Yeah,
attachment
totally.
to those shirts that you get, especially
Yeah.
if you love them.
Yeah.
Big nipples rule.
Well, do you have a shirt, Kevin, that you like miss that was like
Well,
your favorite shirt or something?
I was just trying to think, like, I don't really have that with thrift stores, but I have that with like online artists who will
Yes.
post like their own design. Like that's where I kind of remember buying shirts that I was like, I love this design. And then I was able to have that where you wouldn't see that out in the street because it wasn't like at Target or anything like that. So
What was that? You okay?
It could hurt. And now it's starting to.
Oh,
funny
you
bone?
Get yourself.
Yeah.
Get yourself.
Do you have like a shirt that you miss that you used to love that's gone now?
gosh, I don't think so.
No?
Not like no.
Those
I
what
was
about
never.
those red pants you shit up?
Yeah, my red pants, dude. Don't bring it up.
You scotch egged those
Well,
pants.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is there an article of clothing that
I've
you
never
can
been
think
big
of?
with clothes.
So I had a jacket that do you remember when you could buy like t-shirt transfer or iron-on print things that you could
Yeah.
like print out of your home computer?
Yeah.
Dude, we went nuts when that was like a thing, and we made everything you could think of. We made shirts for things that, like, during the time when you couldn't find these characters on shirts and stuff. Like, we made like Sam and Max shirts and
That's
like Day of
great.
the Tentacle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Scud. Remember Scud?
We did I did like a bunch of Tenacious D shirts and stuff. I remember I made a Tenacious D jacket where it had like the big tarot card thing on the back, where it was like, you ever seen the tarot card Tenacious D thing, where it's like it's got Baphomet or the devil or whoever it is like there, and then he's got the chains, and it's like Kyle and Jack and like that tarot card kind of art. So I had like a Tenacious D jacket that I made, and it said like JB and KG, and it had like a little cool drawing of them, and I got like Jack and Kyle to sign it because like back in the day, like you could just see them after the concerts because they weren't like super huge yet. But I remember Jack Black was like, "Oh, bootleg, huh? I don't know if I should sign this." And he's like, "Nah, dude, this is badass. Great job."
Dude, what a great. Man.
But that jacket was so cool. I wore it till it literally fell apart.
Yeah.
And then there was another jacket I made that was like a work jacket for the Planet Express, the Futurama
Nice.
crew. Like, dude, it was like the coolest jacket. It had the Planet Express logo on the back, and it said Steve on a name tag.
Wow.
And it said like maintenance or something.
Damn.
And it was like a cool.
That's another one that you made?
Yeah, I made it. Yeah,
Damn.
it was like a work jacket, and I don't know what happened to it, but it was real cool. It
Yeah.
said Planet Express on the back.
Oh, it's the worst when you lose that stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite was that Toddland sent us randomly some stuff, and he sent me a cardigan. I'd never had a cardigan before, and it was awesome. Todd, if you're listening, if you have more.
Love Todd.
And it had a kind of a bear and kind of a wolf thing on the bottom,
Like embroidered.
of them, embroidered, and it might have been a wolf, it might have been a bear. You couldn't really tell.
Yeah.
It was like an amalgamation of just life.
It was like something you would have found at the thrift store, but they like made
awesome.
it.
And
Wow.
I had it for years, wore it all the time. It disappeared.
That was a great-
It just fucking disappeared. I'm so angry about it.
Well, Todd made the fucking cheeseburger hat that I
Oh,
wore
wow.
all the fucking time. That was like my thing.
You were the burger boy.
I wore it until it like couldn't be worn anymore. I mean, I still have it, but it's kind of like trashed up. But that he stopped making those hats.
Yeah.
And I had like the last one that you could ever get, I guess.
Dude, I was dumpster diving recently, and I found these like ruined red pants, and they smelled a little like shit.
Yeah, but were
But
they
I was like,
clean?
they were kind of clean.
Like
Like, it looked like
someone-
somebody tried to like clean up a murder.
Like in the shower, maybe.
Yeah, they were
Did you
wet.
grab 'em?
Oh, I grabbed them. I'm wearing them
Can I
right,
have
right
them?
now, actually.
Let's play Old Lang Syne.
I was gonna say my dad and me, we were watching the behind the scenes of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and there was a big like interview with Steven and the main kid, or the main, who was it? There was I think the main kid in that.
What was it?
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Just the little
Carrie.
boy.
His name was Carrie something.
Okay, did the little boy?
I think so.
The kid who was the kid in the movie.
That like looks out the door
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
And for some reason we thought it was hilarious that Steven was like all about how this kid could do everything in one take. He was like, every time it went to an interview of Steven, he was like, this guy, he's just one take. It's always, we started to call him One Take Carrie. That was his nickname, One Take Carrie.
Little boy?
Yeah, the little boy.
That's no pressure there.
And then they like would cut to like, because it was like a long, they did like an interview like for like an anniversary. So all these people were grown up.
Yeah.
And the Carrie guy was grown up, and he was like, talking about how he was One Take Carrie. So then my dad for Christmas gave me a shirt that had like the big mountain or whatever from Close Encounters of the
Devil's
Third Kind.
Tower.
Devil's Tower, and it just says One Take Carrie.
No way! I love that.
Yeah.
Wait, so you and your dad would watch like a behind the scenes or something?
Oh yeah, we watched behind
Dude,
the scenes
that's
of
so
everything.
cool.
Yeah,
That's like, I mean, those were the best. That's why I still love physical media so much.
I've said like if I could somehow make a production company that could make legit
Like
behind the
behind-the-scenes
scenes
stuff?
things of movies
Dude,
again.
me and Owen were talking about an idea.
It's not a
It's-
lost
it-
art. It's just
it's
a
just-
forgotten art.
yeah.
Right now.
So yeah, Owen and I were talking about like taking something like Beetlejuice or Ghostbusters and just like making like YouTube extra, like making like the DVD extras for something, but put it on YouTube, and it would be like big fans making like behind the scenes stuff, like them doing all the research and like kind of like how Defunct Land does like all that with Disney.
Yeah.
But we would do it with like old movies that we love and things like that, and like share because there's so much behind the scenes stuff for movies that exist already on DVDs that are just like gone.
They're gone
Like
now.
no one cares. That you can't find them on YouTube.
It
They're
was
like,
that show that I was doing over at NBC Universal. I was doing Universal All Access.
Right.
And the whole show was me just being like, this is what's on
Yeah.
DVDs that you
Right.
forgot about.
Yep.
Here's all this extra shit.
Right.
Because it's so cool.
But the thing about that is there's like a lot of those EPK things and like BTS
right.
things are like studio made.
you want fan perspective.
I want like here's what we heard about that happened on the set, and here's like an actor, because like you take the most interesting bits from all of those endless EPKs, endless behind the scenes things.
Yes.
And you just take the bits that are like you think are the most interesting and fun, and then make that into something.
It. Yeah.
Like 15-minute, half an hour episodes. where
Like
you're just
Owen
talking
and
about
I
it.
were building a Beetlejuice one because
Yeah.
there's so much stuff about Beetlejuice. Like the first draft of the script had like murders. It was like this horrible like nightmare horror thing. And then there's like all this like there's versions of the movie that exist that have like a bunch of deleted scenes that like go deeper into the movie.
I still think that the love for it and the need, like people would eat that up. I think if it was out there.
think so, too.
I
Yeah,
think it's not
especially
like
if-
people stopped caring about it. It's just they stopped doing it.
Well, also it's like again, like I think studios got like too studio-y about
Yeah,
it and made
yeah.
it very much like, because the actors are only ever going to say something nice about everything, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to be like, this guy was an asshole or something.
Yeah.
But like you want those stories.
Yeah. You
want the
You're
juice,
not going to
baby.
get it from those.
Yeah.
But like if there was another place you could get it from,
Yeah.
would be...
Well, if that kind of show gets traction, that's when you can like years later get like a Chris Pratt gives the juice on Star Lord, like 10 years
Yeah,
after doing it, you
yeah.
could have people actually open
Right.
up and
Well, like to me, I feel like how like one of the funniest like things like that, a behind the scenes thing that we know that's so great is that Harrison Ford basically like hates Star Wars and like wanted to die in every movie and would like beg George to just kill the character off. And when people ask him like Star Wars questions, he just goes like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I don't fucking know what you're talking about. Like I don't fucking want. Like
took
he
over
just
his
fucking
entire
hates
life.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that he hates it, and I don't think that very many people know
Realize
that he
that,
hates
yeah.
it. And I think it's just so fucking funny that he hates it
Because he's so beloved.
Yeah.
such just old man disdain for
I
it.
don't even think it's old man because I think even he
didn't
hated
like
it in
it
the
in the-
early
yeah.
days.
But now it's just
Like
I'm
he
Star
doesn't
Wars.
want to be that.
Stir.
But then he's like Indiana Jones and
That's
shit.
why-
and it's like, come
yeah.
on, you like this shit, you asshole. But it's so funny. But okay, really quick. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
We're at the end here, but I just wanted to put something out there. I don't know if I've told you guys, like, you know the movie well, right?
Yeah.
And you know the movie
it's
well.
been a while.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah.
Gorgeous piece of art. Wonderful. If you've never seen it, get ready for a bit of a slog, but
It still holds up pretty well.
If you really this is the thing with old Spielberg movies. You just have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you pay attention, don't
Yeah,
get
don't be
distracted.
on your phone
don't be
or
on your
anything,
phone.
yeah.
Really listen to what the characters are saying. Really get into
Invested,
the story.
yeah.
Because if you do that, by the time you get to the middle of the movie, you're like in,
Yes,
basically.
yeah.
So the basic storyline is, and I might get into spoiler territory. If you don't want to hear it, just skip through or whatever. Or just
It's
stop
still
listening to
good
the
even
podcast.
if
We're
it's
at the end.
spoiled a bit.
But Owen gets so mad at me because I started to have this take on Close Encounters of the Third Kind that's like I haven't really heard many people really talk about. But what happens in the movie is, and a lot of Spielberg movies are like daddy issue kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like either the dad's not there or the dad's a piece of shit or the dad's leaving or the dad leaves or whatever. So Close Encounters is like one of the more obvious examples of that, because what happens is Richard Dreyfuss plays this character who's basically like a dad who's like whatever, a working class guy. Then all of a sudden he's affected by the fact that these aliens are showing up, and then he just becomes obsessed with the aliens, and he starts neglecting his family in a really big way, and it's a problem and it sucks. And then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, he like has an opportunity to leave Earth and go be with aliens.
Yeah.
And without hesitation, he does that. And all I can think of is how fucked up that is to his family.
Yeah.
And no one talks about it. And whenever I talk to Owen about that, he gets so mad at me because he's like, what? You'd stay on Earth with your fucking family? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah. But also, like, what? You wouldn't go with aliens if you had an opportunity to leave the fucking planet? And I'm like, I mean, I guess I
mean, the way it's presented too is such a beautiful.
it's magical
Yeah.
and it's wonderful. And it's like, yes, go,
Yeah.
go, baby,
Yeah.
you did it. And but in reality, it's like that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
That guy's a
Bye.
piece of shit. He's a piece of shit dad. And Owen gets so mad at me because I'm like, this is not a good main character. This is not a good heroic good choice making character. This is a guy who in the end abandons his family.
I don't even
gets the fuck off the planet.
I don't even
and
remember.
His kids are watching it happen.
Do they? Yeah.
I think.
That's what I was trying to remember. What's
or at
the
least
reaction?
his wife sees it happen or something. Or no, you know what? I don't think we ever see them again.
I feel like I don't
think he
remember seeing their
leaves
reaction
after torturing them and scaring his children,
And then just is gone.
and just pieces the fuck out.
well, maybe he solved the problem with that choice.
I mean, sure,
Made it a lot
And,
easier for them.
And Owen's argument is always like, wouldn't you leave the fucking planet too if you had an opportunity? Especially if it's like, imagine never getting another chance to do that. And the aliens come out and they all seem friendly. And they come, they take your hand and they lead you.
Why
up
couldn't
into
he
the
take his family with him?
spaceship and stuff? That's what I'm saying. It was like, take your family with you.
So can they come
But
along?
Spielberg, I think, really wanted to make this guy like. I think he was really putting dad stuff into that and being like, my dad is gone. And he, like, this is like like
He
having a
daddied it
dad
up.
leave. But it's interesting because it's certainly not a focus at all in the movie, and nobody ever puts like that character's morals on the table at all. Other than you really see him torturing his family with his obsession with aliens.
And it starts off like
He's just a normal family.
It's all pretty normal.
Working class guy. He comes home and he loves his wife and he's good with his kids. And then he just becomes obsessed with aliens and then he fucking pieces out. And it's like, it's not a focus in the movie whatsoever.
No, he's seen as like this awesome.
Seen as this guy that's like, wow, I want to be that guy. I want to go explore the cosmos.
Perhaps. Who knows what they're doing to him in that spaceship?
Well, that's the other thing. You don't know what the fuck
what
you're
it
doing.
is,
But he's taking a huge chance, and that's kind of like part of the allure of it,
He could have been
too.
dinner, dude.
Yeah, they might have just like ripped him apart the second he got in
right
there.
up here.
But
somebody
anyway.
has anybody done a supercut of like those moments, but then just taken like fire in the sky scenes?
Digging through the eye and shit. Oh man. Anyway, all right. Well, thank you guys for listening to the show.
Beautiful.
Any plugs? Anybody want to plug anything?
Movie game.
Boom, that's it.
Bing, bing, movie game.
Bit.ly/movie game. Get those expansion packs. They fit right into the game box. We designed it that way. For fun.
And also, I don't know where we are in the world, but if tickets are still available for the East Coast Dynamic Banter mini tour, you can check that out. I think links are up now at this point, potentially, but check our socials. I'm sure we've been real annoying about it if you follow DB or me or Mike. But we really want to see you guys out on the East Coast, and I think it'd be a real fun time. And Kevin Plachy's coming.
That's right.
You guys are gonna have some fun.
It's gonna be a good time. So if you have an opportunity to see us on the East Coast, if you live on the East Coast, you can come see me and Mike and give us a kiss or something.
Play us out, Steve.
All right. Well, guys, thank you for listening and watching the Valleycast. Oh man, you know what? This is fun. I think this is a bit I used to do. Hang on, let me do some computations. It seems like the air here is unbreathable. Let me check on my instruments.